Hello and welcome back to Always Right, the podcast with me, your host, Charlie Wright. Today I'm here with Addie.
Again, hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine. Probably better than you, maybe.
I mean, I'm healthy. That's all that matters.
So what's happening with you? Do you want to discuss it or no?
I'm in isolation currently. My beloved brother has COVID, and I live with him, so I'm in isolation.
How's he doing? Any symptoms or?
He was really bad the last couple of days, but he's much better today. He's still not great, but he's much better.
Yeah. It's ironic your brother and my sister have it at the same time.
Yeah, and another friend, both her brothers and my friend's boyfriend.
Really? But thank God.
So many people.
Thank God we don't have it. Although I keep saying that, but it's like it's like I can work from home.
It's pretty inevitable at this point that everyone's gonna get it. So I mean, I kind of wish that it was at the same time, so then I wouldn't have to isolate again if I do get it.
I agree.
Whatever.
That's life. You can't.
Oh well.
You can't control.
Sorry, I need to grab something. Absolutely not.
What was I going to talk about today? Oh, I wanted to get your thoughts because you want to be a mother.
What? Well, that completely cut out.
Yeah, you're really lagging. You want to be parents. You want to be a mother, right?
Yes.
What do you think about like parenting advice? I feel like whenever like somebody gives parenting advice, even if they are a parent or even if they're not, people who have kids don't respond very well.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, like I was listening to this podcast and this guy who has kids was talking about social media access for their kids. And I was just thinking, if I had kids, I would not allow my kids to have social media under like 16.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on your children. It depends on the supervision you give them. Like, I don't know. I try not to judge anyone because you don't really know.
No, I'm not talking about judging them, but I just feel like, I don't know. It's just hard because obviously I'm not a parent, but it's like if I did have kids, I probably imagine that if someone was telling me what I should or shouldn't do, I would get angry.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. But then again, it's like if you do something stupid and then you post it somewhere, like on TikTok, everyone posts what they do with their children and stuff. And I'm like, well, you've got to expect that there's going to be people who are like, no, I don't agree with that.
Oh, absolutely. I also just find it weird with social media. Like I watched this show called Vanderpump Rules, and this girl on it just had a baby. And before she even had the baby, she had an Instagram account just for the baby. And she was going shopping, and obviously it was meant to be like a joke and it was meant to be funny. But she was just like, oh, I'll buy this outfit for the baby, but she can only wear it once for Instagram. And I was just like, as if you really care. Why do you care about Instagram for your kid? And she was like, oh, the baby has 100,000 followers. Why? Just why?
Yeah, I agree. I don't particularly like that.
Jupiter just walked in the background.
The meow.
Yeah, but I just find it disturbing that like when you put your kid's face on social media,
I totally agree. I'm like Gigi Hadid. I'm like, I would cover my baby's face. I'd be like, nope.
For sure. But it's just hard because like obviously when you have this is the other big problem, I think. When people have children, when they have babies, they think that like they can do whatever they want. Like I think maybe they don't view the baby as a human being. Is that stupid? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like they just like like that girl posting the baby's face all over social media, and I'm like, that kid's gonna grow up and be really pissed off that you did that.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. I feel like it's a business move for a lot of people, and not like just calm down a little bit. Like,
for sure,
not necessary to do like show their face everywhere.
But this is the other thing, is that I was thinking, yeah, if I had kids, I wouldn't let them have social media until they're like 16 or whatever. But it's like, how, unless you are like going through their phone, how are you supposed to monitor that?
Yeah, you can't. And even if you go through their phone, they're still going to find a way around it.
Yeah, of course. But I think maybe it's a good thing, like, our generation, when we have kids, because we kind of are like the first people who really grew up with social media, like as teenagers or whatever, that we know what it's like.
Yeah.
But would you say...
I think that will definitely, like for me, I'm like I started on social media when I was 10 or 11.
10?
Like really young.
What social media?
Facebook.
At 10?
I had MySpace at like 8.
What?
Yeah.
When did I get... I think I got Facebook in 2011.
Sorry, I got Facebook in 2009. I was 11.
When we were still in primary school.
Yeah. I vividly remember setting it up and everything. I remember I was at someone else's house and did it with them.
Right. But do you think that in general, do you feel that social media has had a positive or a negative impact on you, like, as you grew up?
In high school, it had definitely a negative effect. I think now I'm over that, and now that I'm older and I know how to use it, I know, like, you know, I can block people if they're being mean to me or whatever. I think now that it's fine, but in high school, yeah, it was really like not great.
Jubish. Yeah, because I was gonna say, do you remember in primary school, I'm not gonna say the person's name, there was some drama, someone had MySpace and they were... Do you know what I'm talking about? And they had a meeting with all of the... I think it was in grade 5 or grade 6. Probably grade 6, maybe. I'll message you the person's name. This person had
please.
MySpace, and I think that they were saying things about other students.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't have any memory of this.
Really? Well, yeah, they're just like talking, and I had no idea because I never had MySpace. So when I was there, I was like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't get what social media is. But it's like that, and then also in high school, which we probably have talked about on here, Monty knows.
Mm-hmm. I had one of those.
You did? What was it called?
Big Bird Nose.
Oh, there were so many of them. I remember.
Oh my god, can you see if they messaged you?
I think I had a different... Do you mean on Facebook?
Yeah.
I think I had a different Facebook account back then. But yeah, basically these Monty knows and things like that, it was just people's attempt to be Gossip Girl, right?
Yeah.
But like, it was very...
Oh, this person has a crush on you. Okay.
It was very negative and very toxic.
Was it? I don't remember that.
It was, because they would say things like blah 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 has done things with whoever else, which is really just horrible. And
Yeah.
I don't think, do you remember any of them like speaking about you? I mean, they probably spoke about everyone, but
Oh, maybe that's how that rumor started.
you don't have to discuss the rumor, but
No, I'm not going to. Nah, just a false rumor about me.
of course
That might be how it.
they just make up stuff. But I remember it being like, it was like fun, it was interesting to talk about. But I remember like not that long, maybe like a few years ago, I was on Instagram and then I found this account that like some year sevens at our high school had made, where they would post photos of other girls in their year level and rate them from 1 to 10 and rate their
I remember
appearance.
that. Oh my god, I remember
Absolutely
that.
despicable.
I feel like, didn't someone go to the principal about that? No,
Probably. I just like, that makes me so uncomfortable. Things like that.
Yeah, that's so mean. That's so mean.
It is. It's absolutely awful. But it's just, I guess that's just, well, this is the other problem, is that they probably thought it was funny, which I'm sure like when we were that age, we had an equivalent to that we thought was funny that actually really wasn't. But
yeah,
I just feel that social media gives people, young people, they feel entitled to say things under the guise of it being their opinion, and when it's actually them just wanting to be sadistic and mean.
Yeah, I agree. And it gives them the platform to do it as well. Whereas I feel like maybe in like primary school, not so much high school, like if you want to be mean to someone, you had to do it to their face, and no one wanted to do it to their face. So it was like, it's a pretty happy place. But now, because you can hide behind the screen.
Pretty terrible social media for young people, I think. But what can you do? I guess that's life. That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
I've been using TikTok more, but I find that the comments are very, very toxic.
Oh, I don't read comments.
I need to start doing that.
The only comments I read are like the top 3 or 4, the one with like heaps and heaps and heaps of likes, and then I'm like, cool, I'm done. Or to see if they've done like a part 2.
Right. But do you feel with TikTok that your For You page is actually relevant to the things you watch?
Well, when I first got TikTok, I kind of just watched whatever came up. So I feel like my For You page is just like a whole bunch of random shit. Because I was like, oh, whatever, I'll watch this, I'll watch this, I'll watch this.
Right.
I will say I do have a lot of, I think the thing that comes up most is Marvel. And that makes sense because I watch that and I look for that. But everything else is kind of just like random stuff.
Yeah, right. Because my For You page is, I don't know what it is. It's nothing that I am interested in ever.
No, weird.
But I think it's maybe because I don't use it enough, so it kind of it doesn't know what to recommend me, I guess.
Yeah, fair.
Well, should we talk about Hawkeye? We didn't discuss that. No, we have. That only ended not that long ago, so.
Oh my god, so good. I was so impressed because I was really worried because I feel like, Clint isn't that, like, he's not a fan favorite. He's a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I love him. I loved him from the start, but I know that he's a bit boring to other people. So I was a bit worried that it was going to be a bit meh, but it was so good.
It was really good. And also, how what's her name, Maya, is getting her own show.
Oh, Spoilers.
Oh,
Sorry,
spoiler alert.
yes.
Um, I remember when I read that she was getting her own show before the final episode. I was like, that makes no sense. She's boring. Why? But then at the end of Hawkeye, I was like, okay, I can kind of see her character going somewhere. Do you agree or no?
I mean, I agree, sort of. I do think they'll have to do a lot to make her into a real, like, an actual character that you care about, because I feel like there was nothing in Hawkeye that gave her anything, really.
No, I mean, like, her motivation was because Hawkeye killed her dad. So it's kind of, I get that part of it, but
no, but there was nothing that made her not even a likable character, just a character that you care about.
I agree.
Because like, there's bad people that you care about.
Oh yeah.
And like, you're like, oh yeah, I could see them, but I'm like, she didn't even have that.
No, she didn't.
And it made me really sad when she killed, what's his name?
Kazi.
Yeah, him. That made me really sad.
That made me sad too. I felt like it was like not unnecessary, but it was a lot. Like,
yeah, I was like, oh, okay, bye.
And it's also just like, I mean, I would rather Yelena have her own show or Kate have her own show.
No, apparently they're in talks of having a Black Widow 2, and it's gonna have Yelena obviously as the main character, and then Kate coming in, because everyone was like in love with their banter. So I was like, that's cool. I would totally watch that.
Oh, for sure. I wish they had more interaction, but
yeah, their interactions were dope.
And also, I enjoyed the final episode, but I just feel like we all knew Yelena wasn't gonna, I mean, spoilers. We all knew Yelena wasn't gonna kill him, right?
Yeah. So no, I mean, I knew, but TikTok, man. Whew.
Really?
Yeah, nah. Everyone was very, very torn. Yeah. They thought, this is it for Clint. He's gone. If not her, someone else. Like, they were like, Clint's dead.
That thought did not even cross my mind.
Honestly, same. I was like, they're not going to do it in a show. I was like, I feel like if he dies, it's going to be in a movie.
Of course.
Because he's like a main person.
Yeah.
You can't kill him off in a show.
Yeah. And also, like, we needed the him and Yelena moment. That was all we needed that. So
yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but overall, what is your ranking of the 4 Marvel shows so far?
First, WandaVision, obviously. I think that's by far the best.
Absolutely.
2, I'm gonna go Hawkeye. 3, Loki, and 4, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Mine is the same, but I would swap Loki with Hawkeye. I think I enjoyed Loki just a little bit more, but
those 3 I would like. They're really, really good, and the Falcon and Winter Soldier, I was just a little bit disappointed.
Me too. I don't know. I
think it's just
why.
No, I think it was their villains. I was like, they're just not good.
There was no.
I was like, so underwhelming, and I don't know. And the first few episodes were really slow. I don't know.
It was. I mean, I liked the friendship between Sam and Bucky, but give me something else. I need something more.
Yeah.
I think the issue is that I feel like they were trying to emulate like Winter Soldier, the movie, Captain America, Winter Soldier vibes with like, but it just was not good.
Yeah, I don't know. Shall we talk about Spidey?
Oh yeah.
Massive spoilers. Yes. Don't watch on.
Huge spoilers. Actually, wait, before we talk about that, I'm obviously part of a lot of film Facebook groups, and people have been having this massive like argument about spoilers on the internet. What do you think is the appropriate amount of time? And also, was it Kim Kardashian who posted?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you
was
think's the appropriate amount of time after you see a movie before you can post anything about it?
I think okay. I think for a week you shouldn't post anything. I think a week is like dead silence, don't post anything. After a week, I think post things, have a massive spoiler thing before you say anything for about a month. And then after a month, I think it's whatever. Like you should have seen it by now. And if you haven't, then that's your own fault.
So you think a month? You think a month, 1 month?
Yeah. No, a month where you don't mention spoilers.
No. Yeah. Because people in this group were like, it's like 2 weeks. And I was just like, but like a lot of these people in these film groups are like me, like film nerds who prioritize going to the movies. And it's like, some people are not like that. So it's like, but they don't deserve to have it spoiled just because they couldn't go see it on the day that it came out. So it's kind of, I think like, no matter what, no matter the time frame, I don't think that you should post like a photo of what's actually happening in the movie that's a spoiler, like Kim Kardashian did.
Yeah, I mean, her one was a very bad spoiler.
But it's just like, why? Why would you post that? I don't get it.
Yeah, that was stupid, especially literally with no warning. I was looking at it and I was like, well, lucky I've seen it, because I would have been pissed.
But also, it's obviously because it's this particular movie, Spider-Man.
I was gonna say, I feel like it also differs between the hype around movies. So like, I think Marvel movies are really an important one to keep to yourself.
For sure.
Yeah, anything that has like huge hype, just like, I'm like, why is it necessary to go and spoil? Like, you don't need to talk about it with people, just talk about it privately.
Yeah, I agree. But anyway, about Spider-Man, massive spoilers ahead. Please skip ahead. We will be talking about things. If you don't want it ruined, just stop listening right now. Okay, go.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So good.
You've seen it twice.
I've seen it twice. I was really sad the second time because there was no reactions. I was like, oh.
But do you think the viewing like experience was better the second time, or do you still think the first time is probably the
first time? Absolutely. No, I think when people have a reaction and stuff, I think that makes it better. Like, I was like, this is cool. Like, this is a really cool experience to have so many people excited about this.
I'm not quite sure I agree with that, but I mean, it was like, at least it's not to the point, like I've seen TikToks of people in America when they watch it, that's too much. If you're standing up and screaming, stop.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, our one...
What?
Yeah, no, keep going. No, keep going.
If I have paid money to go see a movie and you're sitting in front of me and you stand up, it is over.
Hands are thrown.
I will lose it.
No, but I mean, like, our one was like people just clapping, and there was a little bit of it, like, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It was.
I'm like, that's fine. Obviously, I'm like, but it was just like, after watching it the first time and having people clapping and a little bit of screaming, going to the second time and it being literally dead silent. I mean, I think I heard one person say, "Oh, like, that's cool." I was like, are you even like real Marvel fans? Like,
maybe they were all seeing it for the second time.
Yeah, potentially. Well, no, there was definitely people who'd seen it for the first time. And like, so many of them leaving after the movie's finished, not the credits scene. I'm like,
yeah.
Why?
But what do you think about the film overall?
I think it was like fantastic. I think all their acting was great. I think the way that it was done was great. I think it's just a
agree.
great film.
Me too. You have any
Just
favorite
great.
moments?
Oh, when Andrew caught MJ.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was great.
That's absolutely breaks me. I'm like,
He is such a good actor.
oh my, he was so good in it.
Do you think
So
he's
good?
the best actor out of the three Spider-Man? Tom Holland is really good.
Yeah, no, he's for me. It goes Andrew, Tom, Toby.
I would agree with that.
When I was watching the first like Toby's Spider-Man movies,
Oh God.
I was doing it and I was like, I mean, I really enjoyed them, but I'm like, wow, some of his scenes, his acting is so bad.
Those
also, how do you
movies-
feel about people thinking that his MJ is the worst?
Who?
Because you love her, don't you?
Kirsten Dunst.
Don't you love her? Yeah, don't you love her?
Do they mean the worst of like Zendaya, Emma Stone? And
Yeah.
her?
They will like a TikTok hates her. Hates her.
I'm deleting TikTok off my phone. I mean, like, define the worst though. I think her character is the worst, but I think Kirsten Dunst is like an amazing actor. But I just think
I mean, well, that's what they mean.
Yeah,
like she should not. Well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, they're like she's just a terrible, terrible character.
I think that's harsh. I don't think she's terrible, but she just is not. To be fair, I actually feel like the three female characters. No, I was gonna say they aren't really that well written, but I actually think that Gwen was written very well.
I was gonna say, mate, TikTok's gonna come after you if you think she's not.
No,
Honestly,
I think as I'm just thinking of it, I'm like, I think she was. But for instance, in the first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, Zendaya's character like was not.
Oh my god, that annoyed me so much because I obviously watched it later. Like I didn't watch it in theaters. I only started watching them, I'm gonna say last year, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw all this hype about Zendaya being in it, you know, whatever. I get to it and I'm like, she's in it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what? Why was she at all those promotional events? She's literally not even a character, really.
Yeah, but
then it was kind of just like, oh, okay, second movie, she's now the main. I'm like, how, why, what?
I mean, you know, it was the build up.
But there was barely any build up.
I know. Yeah, no, I agree with you for sure. I think
it was kind of like 2 words from her, but there was like no interest from his side. I was like, this is.
Yeah, that's
very
weird. It was weird. I think my favorite moment in the new Spider-Man is when they kept saying to Andrew Garfield's character, "You're amazing."
Oh my god, yeah, when that whole bit with the 3 of them and their little banter, that was really good. And when he was like, I love you guys.
Yeah,
and they're like,
that was funny.
Thank you. And then Peter 1, Peter 2, Peter 3, Peter 3!
That was like, funny.
Yes. Great. Oh, I love Andrew Garfield.
Do you know what?
I was just saying.
Yes,
sorry, I was saying to Claire the other day, I'm pretty sure I went to see Andrew's Spider-Man in movies.
Oh,
in the cinema. Because I am like, I remembered scenes from it very vividly. And I remember being absolutely obsessed with Andrew and Emma when they were dating. Like, obsessed. I think I had pictures of them on my wall.
Really?
So I'm pretty sure I went to see it because I was like, yeah, I've definitely seen, like, I remember these things.
Yeah.
It was very strange.
But I didn't know that this, like, I didn't know what the plot was going to be about. I was kind of surprised by the plot of them, like, trying to get the old villains and, like, make them better or whatever. Like, I don't know what I thought it was going to be about.
I really liked that.
No, I really liked it
yeah,
too.
No, same. I also, yeah, it was great.
A great
It's all
movie
great.
overall. Everyone go watch it.
Absolutely
Okay, I think that's all the
recommend.
time we have today because we're about to have a game night. So
Adios.
yeah. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Charlie Wright. Charlie has 2 R's in it. You can follow this show on Instagram at Always Right Podcast. And and you can follow me on Twitch at Chaz with 2 Z's _ key. I think that's it. Addie, you want to plug anything?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.